Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Replicant Fish. Again, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Let's give that ciao.
Modern woman says, men that stay single are hurt.
Some are, yeah. I can see that.
Garden tools. Basically, that's what women are saying about men. That a lot of men are choosing to stay single. And it is funny, it's hilarious, because a lot of men are just hurt garden tools. Wow. I don't know why women find it so difficult.
Oh, I see what they're saying now.
To understand, sometimes single is the best choice.
Or they can just be hurt, normal, average, simpy guys. They don't have to be garden tools. There's not a lot of garden tool men out there, really.
Woman isn't the default best choice. Pieces.
I'm just going to talk about this comment that was left on one of my videos, and there's quite a few men that leave similar comments to this, and this proclamation that, you know, this is why men are staying single, and this is obviously not all men, but there is a reason why men do this, and the reason that men say I'm staying single, which in other terms basically means I'm also willing to have a string of hookups that mean nothing to get my own needs satisfied.
Okay. And for the men who are doing that,
There's actually very few men can have string of hookups like that, girls. See, the thing is, women can have these string of hookups. It's so easy for them. They just assume it's that easy for men.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? They're still getting their needs met, and they're still having the peace and freedom that they want in their lives. I hope you're focused and on your square.
String of hookups that mean nothing.
What's wrong with that? Interestingly enough, a lot of women are doing that nowadays.
I was going to say that women do this, and you're not saying anything about these women.
Partially why dating in itself and relationships are weird nowadays, because a lot of women are acting like dudes. They're acting like dudes.
They do.
Really are. It's like, come on. This woman's basically just said, like the title. And oh, there are more women saying it. Wait. But it's like, wow. It's like, wow, can't men breathe? It's like the lack of woman makes certain women just feel like unwanted. Ain't got nothing to do with you. The ego's too big. Relax.
Is that the reason that they do this is because they are not willing to face themselves. Any man that says, you know, I'm staying single is because they do not want to be in a situation that is causing them to face parts of themselves that have been denied, that have been repressed, where they are not taking accountability for the way that they show up in.
It's as if all of these psych majors are all learning to you know, what is it called? Shrink us, or in a sense, like, you know, to use their educational skills to try to break men down mentally of how our thought process are, which is still completely horse.
Relationships, and obviously if they're not in relationship or opening themselves up to the right person, they're not going to have this mirroring, and so by
Okay, wow. Men not taking accountability, and in being don't laugh, come on. And in being with a modern woman, it forces men to face certain aspects of themselves.
That have been denied, that have been repressed, where they are.
Historical interactions with women is what she's saying. I'm trying not to laugh, because I'm like, really? You're doing a lot of thinking and creating a lot of fantasies for, it's like, what? Now let's say, yeah, okay. There are a lot of men who would have to face, I don't know, whatever she's saying.
That have been denied, that have been repressed, where they are.
Maybe that's why they're single. I mean, how many men are doing that? Comment if you're doing that, if you're that sort of man. You know, because, you know, in being with a woman, it forces you to face certain aspects of, I don't even know. But wow, a lovely woman waffling in her car. Woman-splaining man. She's woman-splaining man, and she's getting it completely wrong.
they're not in relationship or
Right? Woman-splaining men.
opening themselves up to the right person, they're not going to have this mirroring, and so by isolating.
Remember, it's called she-laborating.
And saying, you know, this is why men are staying single, it's just basically another way of saying I don't want to face myself. Because unfortunately,
is that what it is for women that say, I'm strong and independent, I don't need no man, I'm better off single by myself? Is that the exact same thought process for those women too? Or is it those women are just strong and they don't need men because men are abusive and Everything is men's fault.
In Western society and sort of in the modern world, men are becoming apathetic. They're becoming more feminized. And when wounded feminine energy shows up in men, it causes them to lack accountability, to not want to.
The entire premise of this video I'm making,
At least you know femininity and women have lack of accountability. She just kind of admitted that right there.
is how masculine the woman is becoming. And again, lovely woman, but she's detailing that herself. But honestly, she's probably going to be the softest one in the video, to be honest. But she's still going ham, isn't she? Still slicing and cutting into men with her points. Her woman-splaining points, like, whoa, what the hell's going on? I swear, I have no idea what's been going on in the past few days, but like women have been jumping out the window with their points. It's like they've all collectively taken some new drug that we're unaware of.
Apathetic.
I mean, painkillers do put people out of daze after they hit the wall.
They're becoming more feminized. And when wounded feminine energy shows up in men, it causes them to lack accountability, to not want to take responsibility, to be flighty, to not commit to things.
Oh, so women are flighty, don't have commitment to things. Is that exactly what you're saying?
Which is automatically a massive turn-off to women that are in a healed feminine energy. And so the sorts of women that they would actually, you know, thrive in relationship with, they're not attracting anyway, because they're not opening themselves up to the possibility that actually they're the ones that are responsible for the type of women that they're actually pulling in the first place.
What
Oh my God!
the? Jeez.
Are women running reverse psychology on us right now? This woman's trying to tell men to pick better. She's saying a lot of men are single because they're hurt, because they chose wrong.
Of women that they're actually pulling in the first place.
As men, we chose wrong. Wow. These women are taking our talking points and reversing them back on us.
Pretty much.
Is this part of the whole reversing of gender thing?
Yeah, but this is like the whole woman red pill thing that's happening right now.
Even to the talking points now? Really? Am I the only one noticing this? Like, no. Something weird is going on. This woman really just said men need to choose better. And that's why a lot of you are just single, staying single sluts. You're not bachelors. No. Don't fancy it up. You hurt, bitter man whores, is what she's saying. You hurt, bitter man whores. Really? Wow. Well, clutch your pearls. No, I'm taking the piss, but really.
And so it becomes this vicious cycle. But when men say, you know, that they're staying single as an act of, you know, trying to control their circumstances, the reality is underneath that, they're feeling very much out of control. And because they don't have a language for communicating, you know, what's going on underneath, because no man that is in a healed masculine energy is going to make this proclamation and decide that he's going to be single for the rest of his life. Because when you look at the way that obviously masculine energy thrives in life, it is to build, it's to continuously have something to move.
I'm just gonna like load screen, like it's churning, but it's not going anywhere, nor is it like connected to any other gears.
Move towards.
Indeed. Agreed, everything you've just said, to build and to constantly have something to move towards. However, when a lot of men come up against the modern woman, they don't see a reason to build towards. They feel like they have nothing here to build. They feel as if they've been restricted in building, like it's too much of an effort to build. The demand is too high. To pursue, to give so much, and to be submissive is what the modern woman wants from men. They act like men are becoming feminized, but no. A lot of women have become so independent that they're just trying to step into a masculine mind frame. They want men to come in still, be traditional, have traditional traits about you. You still may want to pay bills, okay? However, be submissive to her. You be the bitch. Not saying it like that, I'm not saying it like that. But no, you be the submissive one. In a way, it's going beyond just the independence thing. If you're noticing, it's in the language as well. Listen to how these women are actually talking now.
Of women that they're actually pulling in the first place.
It's like easy. A lot of them are becoming aggressive with their talking points.
I mean, they're the men that they want to be with. Like, Godfather said it, right? These women are becoming the men they want. But becoming the men they want, the men that they want, look at them and like, why the hell would I want to be with myself?
Interesting.
Build some sort of legacy for self and to feel as if they're creating a foundation, and building something. And so when you're saying, I'm cutting off my own growth, which is obviously what comes from being in a relationship anyway, they're automatically showcasing they're not actually in their masculine, because to get to the end of your life and basically look back and say, I worked a job that was okay, that paid the bills, sat on my own money so I didn't have to pay anything, for women, and, got to the end of my life with a string of hookups. You look back at that as a legacy for a male.
That's not a legacy. That's not a legacy for men. And look, even what she said, a lot of men don't even do what you've just said on
I
purpose. A
know.
lot of men, that's just been their life anyway. They haven't been trying to just be that dude. A lot of men have realized trying to do it the way you're trying to say it doesn't work. It will not work for every man the way you're saying it. Even if a lot of men can meet the high demands and standards of a lot of what modern women want, the question is still going to be why? Why? Can
What
I
do we
actually
get
have
out
a
of
better
it?
life in staying single than being in something so deep and committed?
We have something to move towards.
Because from you marry her, you put a baby in her, if it doesn't work out, you're still so committed because of your initial commitments. So in a weird way, it's like a lot of modern women don't even understand the concept that a lot of men are aware of consequences so much they would not want to make the mistake, even if it's not a mistake, of
Correct.
marrying a woman and putting a baby in a woman or multiple and it being the wrong choice. Yes, a lot of men have been there and done it, and yeah, a lot of men they're probably hurt garden tools, yeah. I'm not talking about me. Seriously.
Uh-huh.
But
Sure,
it's like
fish.
a sad reality of modern dating and relationships is a lot of men have realized it is safer and more logical to build by myself.
I mean, we say it, protect yourself at all times, and the best thing to do is, stay away.
They may have attempted and it didn't work. And in this current time, especially this crazy economic BS that's going on with politics and everything, why would you want to make that commitment right now? Yeah. And I'm still being, balanced. I haven't mentioned the chaos of the modern woman yet. I'm still trying to be balanced. Yeah. Because there's a lot of chaos to come. But still, it's almost as if women can't picture and conceive the idea that for a lot of men, being single is really the best choice. Every man doesn't need to live under a woman to be successful in life.
True.
And here's the point she's missing. A lot of the men that are staying single now never initially wanted to be so. They believed your dream and fantasy you're still selling.
This is true. I truly do believe most men out there want a family, want kids, want a nice white picket fence, the American dream, have a decent job, have a couple kids, buy a house later. Most men want that. It's just now men see that dream as what it is, a complete dream nowadays for most men, because it's so unattainable.
At one point, but reality, the sweet and bitter taste of reality, lingers and it always gets lodged in the back of your f***ing throat.
And the level of regret that would come with that is not going to feel good. So if a man makes this proclamation, then this is what he really means. And emotional fulfillment in life comes from the depth of intimacy we have with our partners, with the people that are closest to us. And when we cut ourselves off from that and the possibility of exploring that, we don't live an emotionally fulfilling life. We live a life that's filled with surface level distractions, surface level projections that don't actually lean into anything of depth.
This she elaborating stuff, half the stuff I'm like lost to what she's trying to say, because she's just using filler words, big filler words that don't really pertain to what the hell she's talking about.
And so when a man says this, he's likely very much in his feminine, in an apathetic energy where he doesn't want to commit to things. And so
a quick point to what you're saying, a lot of women are providing the services to cater to these single bachelor men that are staying single.
With surface level distractions.
So I mean, a lot of women are still providing the services, aren't they? They're not going anywhere. I'm just saying.
Within a relationship, he's not going to take accountability. This is obviously very different for a man that chooses to stay single until the right person comes along and works on himself in the meantime.
Isn't that what he's pretty much saying? This is why they're staying single, because the more women that display these horrible attributes and actions and thought processes, the more men are going to stay single, and the more it makes sense why we're still single.
An attribute of a healthy masculine male, and a man that's able to concentrate and focus his energy in such a way that's actually going to be really supportive and conducive once the right partner shows up, or once he's ready to take that step with the right partner. And this is the sort of dynamic and mentality that actually breeds and calls in soul connection as well.
Okay, very good point. Agreed. However, a lot of men have tried to do that. A lot of men did focus on other things, waiting, hoping to meet a woman who fit their standard. Some men did, sadly. It may not have worked out. It could have failed for various reasons. But the trauma along the way, a lot of men, they don't want to fully admit it. A lot of men do anyway, A lot of men, they have been traumatized by the modern woman. It's like, that's not impossible, come on.
I hate to say it, yeah. There's some trauma there, I'm sure.
Think about this. If a lot of women are acting so masculine nowadays, then they would take on traits of certain men, wouldn't they? And in a sad way, it's like a lot of women have taken on the bad traits of men. Overbearing.
It's the bad traits of all the men they've been with. So they picked up all the traits that they thought that these men used against women. So they're using those traits.
Money hungry, all self-consuming sort of vibe. But they still want men to almost be their pets in this modern game of relationships. It's like, no. A lot of women have become so successful that dating them is sort of impossible. I mean, you can be with her, but you really are going to be her bitch, to be honest, And a lot of men don't want that. So a lot of women do reinterpret that as men being too feminine. Sassy man apocalypse, men want to be chased. How you want to be chased as a man? A lot of men do, because a lot of men deserve to be. However, that's not just the point. There are so many weird dynamics in dating now that even if a man were to wait around to find that, grand, amazing, one-of-a-kind, unique woman that you're talking about, again, lovely woman, they would have to sift through so much and maybe try so much that they would be burnt out long before they ever find a woman who really appreciates them for who they are.
This is true.
Men can be so logical that the commitment itself is not a benefit.
With surface level distractions.
But it's sad that women automatically believe that just having women means benefit. And it's like, no. No, it means burden and stress and...
Yeah. Double my bills, literally, on everything I want to do.
Nagging and some okay sex if you're lucky. Come on. And it's like, here we go. If a man wants to settle, he can. A lot of men can. But sadly, it doesn't matter how lovely a lot of modern women are, they don't compare to the freedom and peace of being a single man. Yeah?
This is quite true. Quite true. Like, as much as, we enjoy being in relationships and, enjoy women's company and stuff, life without women is actually, most of the time, so much easier.
I mean, you can save a lot of money, can't you? One of the most expensive things in the world is a woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because the man is anchored into his masculine energy as opposed to dismissing the concept of relationship altogether, which is naturally a byproduct of being very wounded. And soul connection in and of itself can only come in when you are truly connected to yourself, whether you're male or female. So if you don't have a deep understanding of, your own psyche, the way that you operate, of your own triggers, where you're not taking accountability and reconciling that internally, you're not actually in a position to attract in what would be like a deep soul connection.
This woman's really playing mind games. I swear, this woman's really playing mind games. Men take accountability.
Like, she thinks she's so smart. Like, women like this think that they have the world as their oyster and they figured it all out. But yet, they're still single.
With surface level distractions.
Choose better women. Stop being single-head, bitter whores. What? I'll wait for what I show you next. It's going to sort of make sense.
That's exactly how I took this. It's like, everything that she's saying here, that she is reflecting back to men, is the exact thing that men are saying to women. And women seem to rail back when we say it. So now she's using that reverse psychology kind of thing on us. And men are just like, no, you're the dumb ones.
Anyway, so all of these things are interconnected. They all play into one another. But the difference is that when you are connected to self, you see the mirroring and the divinity in others. When you are not connected to yourself, you see through the eyes of separation, of somebody else wanting to take from you, as opposed to being with an open and generous heart. that actually allows you to feel the fullness.
Of course, open, generous heart. Like, women have that. What are you guys open and generous about for men? Men have never received much from women.
Of what a relationship can actually bring for you.
This woman talks really well. That was a lot of elegant waffle.
Yeah.
And in 2025, all I'm doing is slut-shaming you men because, yeah, you are easy to fuck. You're telling me all I had to do was bat my eyes and tell me you had a nice haircut and that was enough for you to drop them draws?
Do you see my point? Do you see my point?
Yeah, you are easy to.
I didn't have to look hard to find this one. This one was just there. This is just on my FYP. This is just there. These women are being very. I don't even know anymore, man. Like, flip's sake.
With surface level. Yeah, you are easy to.
I'm telling you, it's like female red pill right here.
Like, easy. What the hell do you mean? Yes, all right, look. We get it. A lot of men are easy. It's easy from. I don't even know, man.
You are easy to.
It's like a lot of women are literally saying nowadays, they'll literally bang you and discard you. Just like that. Just like men do. A lot of them are going on like this nowadays. Look at my previous video. That chick that was going to fly out with throat spray to eat a man's grocery. Jesus Christ, man.
That was enough for you to drop them draws?
What happened to the lovely women? What happened to ladies, man? This woman's
Right.
admitting she'll just eat easily. Look, decorum? Really?
That is one word I do like to use a lot. What happened to the decorum? Like the reservedness, the modesty.
Wow.
Like, were you not loved as a child or something? I literally
my
just
God.
told you nice haircut.
Like to shame and to like kind of like attack their trauma if that was to happen.
Nice haircut, pull up. And that was enough for you to get in your car.
Like, imagine if a man said something like this to women. It was like, oh, why are you such a slut? Why you just sleeping all over us? Is it because you were abused as a kid? Like,
Waste your gas, come to my spot, pull up, and drop them panties.
These women are taking the piss. These are all recent videos. These women are taking the absolute piss.
Were you not loved as a child or something?
Were you not loved as a child? No, woman, were you not loved as a child? Why are you being so
She
loose with
definitely
it?
was
How are you
not.
telling men you're gonna fuck them and just chuck them? Get a grip. It's like that doesn't even work, does it? In a weird way, a lot of them have enough independence where they can be so reckless with it, and that's part of the problem. A lot of men know a lot of women are like this. They're reckless with it. This one's just being honest. She's just being very honest. A lot of women do exactly what she's saying. She's just actually being honest with it, you know?
I guess.
So is it the fact a lot of men are out here being hurt man whores, or it's because a lot of women are making a lot of hurt man whores?
You are easy to.
Why are there so many dudes who were nice guys
It's all women's fault for creating all these man
in
whores.
the past that had to go through a villain era because a woman broke their heart? Yeah? And here we have a woman admitting that she just uses men to get their drawers easy. A lot of men wouldn't be safe around this woman. She'd take advantage of you.
Y'all are easy as okay?
Like who's the predator now, right? The person that's just running through men like this and using men. How is this not predatory activity?
There is no slut shaming for girls. It's slut shaming to the men. Because y'all are easy as y'all are easier to get than a code. And I said what I said. Fuck you.
Right. But a question though,
All right.
from the way this woman just went on, have a lot of women just really become too masculine to be around? It's too much competing forces, isn't it? Because you're a man, naturally. But this modern woman has adopted so many man traits, masculine traits, that it's like they're almost trying to compete with you as to who has a bigger dick nowadays.
And drop
Pretty
them
much.
panties.
Really? And I'm not saying that in a weird way. I gotta make sure I clarify that. I'm not saying that to offend anybody, whatever. It's a main problem. A lot of women aren't even giving men room to be men nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like what? It's like what?
Well, remember, we have to be so overly masculine to dominate their masculinity, to turn them feminine. That's the whole narrative now, isn't it?
What kind of man get your drawers? No, she's gonna get yours. You're trying to go get her drawers? Nah, bro, she's getting your drawers already. You've been taken already. She's Liam Neeson you already, bro. And you didn't even know it. You wake up in your bed naked,
set of skills.
and she's leaving. Yeah? And you're like, you don't know what happened. I'm sort of exaggerating, but am I?
Were you not loved as a child or something?
I hate when a woman's getting ridiculed for saying she likes a man with money because men are so shallow. Like, men are so shallow. I literally know men who have broken up with their girlfriends because they're homeboys. didn't find her attractive. That's
She was probably messing up the scenery. I don't know. I'm joking. But look, the boldness is so much. They admit how much they use us nowadays. And the sad reality is, a lot of men, they have so many surplus men to back up their ego. It's like, in a way, it's like it's making them more masculine.
how shallow men are. That's why I came up with my shallow ranking system. I normally have about 5 guys on my roster, and this is how I rank them all.
Jesus Christ.
1, who lets me manipulate them the most?
Of course.
2,
who eats it the best?
Oh,
3,
Jesus.
who sends me the most money?
Women are saying men are staying single, and some of these men are staying single, but they're still hooking up and having random hookups. Yet these women are, they're the ones creating the atmosphere and environment for that to happen. So if there are a lot of single men nowadays who are staying single and they're hurt, and a woman throws them a bit of whap every now and again, why is that happening? How is it happening? How is it so? This woman just admitted she's got a rotor of men, a rotation of men. The one easiest to manipulate, the best eater, of course, gotta stay hungry, innit? And who gives her the most money. Wow. Piecing together men. Fragments of men piecing together men. It's like women have admitted that in order for them to build a perfect man nowadays, they just take pieces of us. Individual pieces of us.
was pretty much what's happening, yeah.
You could be the money dude.
Let me take his penis, his bank account, his height,
You could be the soft bastard dude she manipulates easily. And you could
his massive tongue.
be the eater, bruh. You could be the eater. I think a lot of dudes would like to be the eater, but it's like, bruh, you could be the eater. Really? And multiply this a lot. A lot of modern women are doing what she's saying. She's not the only one. Yeah, she's just one of many.
Well, actually, everyone need 3. That's the only things that matter. Who eats the best, who sends you the most money, and who
Oh, you're being modest.
lets you control them. That's how when you start a ranking system.
What men fail to realize is that women have friendships with other women that have them raising their standards. Women
Okay, I get your point, but a lot of women are bitter to each other.
Or just keep each other single.
So long as she doesn't look better than her friend, whatever.
friendships have raised the bar so much for what we expect in relationships because we go out on dates, we do fun adventures, we go on trips,
Okay.
we surprise each other, we get each other flowers. So it's like, why would I accept less from a man when
You also sleep with each other's men.
I have women in my circle that would do this for me and they're not getting anything sexual out of me? So a man that wants something sexual out of me can't even fathom planning a date from start to finish. Women are raising the bar for other women. Straight the fuck up.
It's almost
Why don't you just date other women then? We're not worried about it.
delusional for women to not see that they're creating the type of man that they're complaining about in modern society. Yeah, please. The world is yours. Have a nice day.
Oh my god, that was so much waffling from that one woman. Like the reverse psychology, the trying to psychoanalyze men without even understanding men or even talking to men at all. That's crazy to me. At least when we psychoanalyze, we talk to women. We've asked a lot of women. We've seen their answers. We've heard their answers. We've always answered. These women just never have listened. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time.